All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the 9th season start for the Walking Dead television series. We'll do a Q&A this one afterwards, but first we'll give our thoughts on some new articles and information surrounding the show, and also talking about the show while personally giving me frickin' depression. Yeah, man, so there's some new, all kinds of new information coming out for Season 9 now, because literally we have, it's 1 week, it's next Sunday night that we're going to see the premiere for The Walking Dead Season 9. They had their red carpet showing, so a lot of people have actually already seen the premiere. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, and I'll be watching it with you guys, as per usual, when it airs, official, regular, regular people viewing time. We'll do the reviews and all the usual stuff we do for Walking Dead every year, but man, I will say this year I'm feeling pretty depressed. Spoiler warning, as there's always like more and more information coming out. There's more and more articles, and they keep talking about how Andrew Lincoln's spirit is with them in filming and this kind of thing. For The Walking Dead Season 9. It's just like, it's giving me freaking depression to read this shit all the time, right? Because I'm like going through all these because I kind of have to for the channel with you guys, and, give you guys updates on what new information, news and stuff is coming up for Walking Dead, and make the videos with you guys almost every day. And, man, this year has been certainly a tough year, ever since May, since we found out that this might be happening here, and now that we pretty much found out that it's confirmed, all these interviews coming out where a lot of us had thought, and I did some kind of prediction videos and stuff like that, because it's such a crazy concept when you start to think about it. You're going to sit there and think about it, you're going to say, well, are they going to kill Rick off? Are they going to let him leave? And it's almost like no matter what they have to do, no matter what story they have to write or how creative they have to be, or time skips or helicopters or whatever they got to do, it's almost like any other option is better than actually killing Rick off, right? Like anything, almost, I'm not a fan of recasting, but even almost recasting would almost be, okay, maybe not. Maybe that would be worse, because that's just, people would not accept in today's video quality seeing another actor try to play Rick. It's impossible to do that. So, it's like you either have him leave or you kill him off. If he leaves, he has to come back eventually, and if Andrew Lincoln doesn't want to do that and he wants his time to be over in the series, then they have to kill him off, which is based on everything we're seeing right now, all the new articles, all the information, all the interviews with everybody, and it's saying, Rick's final episodes in the trailers, the fact that he confirmed that he'll be coming back and be involved with the show, but he'll be coming back like as a director and this kind of stuff. It's just, it's not what I think any of us wanted to hear. A lot of us wanted to believe, we wanted to think, we were in denial or something, that they were going to find a way to figure this out, to make it so that he could come back later, and that we wouldn't see his death in what will probably be episode, spoiler warning again if you don't want to know which episode it's going to be, but it sounds like it'll be episode 5, What Comes After. I think Greg Nicotero directed episode, so because he said that he directed his last episode, so it'd be episode 5. So mark your calendars. The 5th episode for The Walking Dead Season 9 probably will be like the saddest episode ever, or a lot of people's least favorite episodes ever. I can just hear the words in mass comments right now and 2 years from now where people are saying, yeah, I used to like watching The Walking Dead until they killed Rick off, and then I stopped watching, right? I mean, I've got this, I keep hearing this in my head, like this is going to be like a running, a comment or a running opinion that people are going to have. Like, they were okay with the series until that happened, and then they stopped watching, right? So this is really crazy stuff to hear, man. It's really sad, and it sounds like the cast and crew from a lot of the interviews they've said are extremely sad about this too. And with you guys here as well too, because I know like a lot of you guys who subscribe to the channel, we're hardcore Walking Dead fans. We all are. If you're watching this video right now, you're a hardcore fan of the Walking Dead, or at least at one time you were. And, basically at this point, for some people, if they're not even that into it anymore, they're still probably going to watch episode 5 because they want to see the final episode for Rick. And if they saw any of the prior seasons, the first few seasons or whatever, then, they're going to want to tune in to see that. But yeah, after 9 years, man, this is really crazy to hear. And I do have to be honest that The Walking Dead is giving me depression, all this stuff that's happening, because it's kind of like, I mean, nothing lasts forever, right? The show is not going to last forever, that's for sure. We're happy to hear that AMC wants it to keep going for a long time and wants to go for, they said 10 years, but let's say another few years to 10 years, whatever that ends up being. But, it's just like you kind of, you kind of hoped or you kind of thought that a lot of the cast and crew involved would be in it for the long haul. And 9 years kind of is the long haul, so I don't think we can be disappointed in that and what it ended up being. A lot of the new articles that are coming out and stuff are saying that he had been planning to leave for a long time. There's one, I'll put the link in the description, you can check it out, with Norman Reedus, because he's really close, obviously, with Andrew Lincoln and with Rick, and their respective characters, Daryl and Rick. And, they were kind of discussing or talking about it, and at one point, Norman told him that when he leaves, when Rick leaves, or Rick dies, Andrew Lincoln leaves, he's going to leave. But it sounds like from the articles he's recanted that, and he plans on staying in The Walking Dead. Pretty much, it says Norman Reedus isn't planning to quit The Walking Dead before it ends. So pretty much up to the end, unless they at some point kill him off for some. But that would be stupid to do. At this point, like to say that there aren't safe characters is dumb, because after this, there's certain characters you can't kill Daryl off now. Like, Daryl is set in stone until the very end of the series. You at least have to keep him. Probably Carol too, as long as you can. As long as you can after this, because I'm surprised. I'm almost thinking like, I'm surprised they kind of kept it going. I guess the Walking Dead name as a brand is something that they wouldn't want to change. But it's almost as if the first few seasons and this part of the series we've seen up until now has been so focused on Rick. It's almost like you should have even ended this series and then done a Walking Dead 2 with the surviving characters afterwards. Like, you should have gone Walking Dead seasons 1 through 9 with Rick, ended the series, and then done a spin-off afterwards. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could do it the very next year, but rebrand it and call it something different. It almost feels like that because it's such a big shift. So many people are saying this as well, too, and I've seen it a lot this summer, is that without him in the series, it's not the same series. It isn't the same show. So, afterwards, it's like he's gone, and then, you're going to continue on afterwards. And it's like, I guess it's better than the alternative. I guess it's better than them ending the series entirely and them finishing the Walking Dead, story and just ending the seasons. Although I do know I've seen a lot of people's comments saying that they actually might have preferred that. But, this is what we're going to see. It won't end with that episode, but we'll see how many people will stick around after that episode. We'll see what it, what impact it has on the series and how long the series will last. But really, it's been, in the last decade, it's been one of the biggest series on cable, if not the biggest, a lot of years. And, it's the amount of people that watch the show and everything for AMC. Obviously, they're not going to want to give it up. That makes perfect sense. If Andrew Lincoln knew that, they were going to want to go to like season 20 or whatever, at some point, this had to happen, right? At some point, this would happen. There's no way, that some of the cast and crew would be able to do 20 years of Walking Dead or 15 years or whatever. At some point, if he was thinking about leaving and back in season 4, then at some point he knew he was going to go. So the fact that he was able to hang on till 9, I think is great. Considering that he probably wanted to leave way earlier, but he felt like he was too important to the series and too connected with it and everything. It's his work and everything, so he didn't. But yeah, man, this is absolutely crazy what's happening this season. And I'll try to keep the videos upbeat this half. And that's one thing, because we're getting real close, so we're going to be making lots of videos every day pretty much, or every couple of days for Walking Dead for this half season. And I'll try to keep it upbeat, right? Is I think what we should try to do as best as we can. But it's definitely going to be sad and it's going to be emotional when we get to around that fifth episode, because a lot of us have spent so many years watching the show. If you, depending on what season you jumped on for, if you've watched it all the way through, a lot of us have been watching it for 9 years now, or this will be the 9th season. For a lot of people, they hopped on during seasons like 4, 5, and 6. And and then a lot of people have kind of turned off at this point. But yeah, man, really crazy stuff. And let me know how you guys are feeling about this one. And I hope my videos aren't making you too depressed or anything. That's not my intention. But I'm just reporting to you guys what we're seeing. It's like I got to tell you the truth. If all these articles are making it really look like Rick is dying, and there's pretty much no way around it based on what everyone's saying. That I have to tell you guys the truth about that. I have to tell you what it looks like right now, and not be disingenuous and act like it's all great and it's all awesome when it's like this is going to be probably the most depressing half or the saddest half of any series probably ever. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. Leave the comments below. How is all this news affecting you? And are you still going to watch these these 5 episodes? Because I know I've seen a lot of stuff where it's like once people found out this was going to happen, they were just like, I don't even want to watch it now. I'm out. If they're going to do that, I'm out. So it's like, yeah, man, it's crazy. So some different kind of articles and stuff that's going on. I gave my thoughts already on the Norm Reedus not planning to leave the series until it basically ends. So I'm happy that he's in it for the long haul because, they need that. And, he's really made a lot of statements saying that he's not replacing Rick. That's not what's happening. It's going to be an ensemble type of show going forward, and everybody's going to have to do their part. Everybody's probably going to get more screen time because, of course, Rick did get the most screen time of anybody over the years of any other character. So going forward, there's going to be a lot of open screen time for the others to develop and get some time. And we'll see how that affects things. Tom Payne, who plays Jesus in the Walking Dead television series, he said that he thinks that his exit actually might not hurt the show, but might help the show or so. I don't know. Long term, I'm like, I don't know. Link will be in the description. You can check it out. But I can't be, being optimistic about it is like I understand because he sounds like he's an optimistic guy based on the character anyway. Because Jesus in the TV series is pretty optimistic. So I don't want to attribute traits from the character to the actor, but sometimes it goes that way. If you look at Tyrese, a lot of his characteristics were different in the TV series than the comic, and a lot of that was attributed to the actor who played him. So for this one, it's like, could it actually help the show? The fact they kill? I don't. Right now, based on what I'm seeing, man, it's like no. I don't think it's going to help anything. Like, will it reinvent the show and change the show around a lot? Yeah, it will. But I don't think it's going to help the show, man, because no one's bigger than the story. It's like, it's kind of not true. Like, you need a carry, right? And that's the problem, is that you need certain characters that are going to carry that series. And if you have a series going and you lose all your carries, or you lose your main carry in the series, you've got some others like Daryl that can carry things through as well too. A lot of people really, really like Daryl, so that's great. At least you have that. At least you didn't kill him off early or something, right? So there are some other characters there that are really good. And that fans naturally gravitate towards and have charisma and everything, and Daryl certainly does. But it's tricky, man. It's tricky for this one, and I can't see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's right. Who knows? Maybe it will just pump the show, and more people will be checking it out because Rick's. They got to see what happens with Rick. I'm assuming episode 5 and 6 will be some of the highest rated episodes they've ever done. That is if people want to see it, because some people might just hear about it and be like, I don't want to watch it anymore at all because I don't want to see that. So I don't know, but I kind of feel like you got to watch it through if you want to get the end of that story and see how things go for him and everything. And then afterwards, see what they have left after that. There was one as well too with the actor who plays Alden, where he gave his thoughts on the Whispers, and he said that they're absolutely terrifying. So that's really cool. So you guys can check that out as well below. Also linked in the description, and that's true. I shouldn't make it sound like Rick is the only character in the show that's really a great character. Daryl is definitely a great character. Negan is a great character. The Whisperers are fantastic villains. So it is true that that there's a lot of really good story lined up from the Walking Dead comic book series, from Kirkman's work, and I think that he really. With the Whisperers as a new group of antagonists coming in, he's bringing in a great group of villains that's totally different from anything we've ever seen before. And on screen, that should be really cool. So if they're very terrifying and great, if they kill Rick, then okay. People are going to hate him like crazy. You want to talk heat. If one of the Whisperers, stabs Rick or something and is the one who kills him, as I've seen some of these comments, is like, if that's true and that's what we see happen, man, they're going to be the most hated villains probably of the whole series. They're going to be more hated than Negan really fast because, it's like you're stabbing the viewer, because we always see things from Rick's perspective. Maybe if you're a male, especially if you're a father, probably you would definitely identify with Rick and identify with his point of view. So like when he found Carl earlier on in the series, I remember seeing people's comments, like especially people that were around that age category, around the same age group as Rick, who identified with him. It's going to be like you're watching this through and it's like you're getting stabbed or something, or eaten by a zombie, or however this is going to go down. Whichever theory ends up being right, because at this point I still really don't know. Here's a comment from Great Till Death, who said, "Here it is, Trev. I've been sad about the upcoming inevitability of Rick leaving The Walking Dead, and like you, holding out hope that somehow, some way, he lives and not dies. Additionally, I've been troubled by your videos in the last month or so, and my perception of your attitude and demeanor has seemed like you yourself are getting burned out on The Walking Dead, or just agreeing with everyone that's falling off in quality. But I saw it tonight. I saw it in your face in this video. You're not over The Walking Dead. You're not disappointed in the show or story. You're like me. You're sad, devastated, disappointed, afraid, confused, angry, flabbergasted by the potential reality that, oh my God, they are serious. They are going to kill Rick Grimes. They cannot do this. Please don't do this. Write whatever silly, crazy shit you want for him. Have him walk away, whatever, do something else. But goddamn, please don't kill this unkillable character. What do you think?" So that was his comment, and I think he got it 100%. It's true. I am feeling a little bit burned out from making all the Walking Dead videos with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling burned out on Walking Dead right now, just with all the news coming out and everything that's kind of shaping up here to see this. And we were all really hoping that there was some way this could go through and you wouldn't see this happen, because I think we all kind of know what it's going to do to the show and what The Walking Dead is going to be like without your main carry, without your main lead going forward. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same show. It's going to be a different show after this. So, man, it's really crazy stuff. And, I've still been enjoying The Walking Dead. Even last season, even season 8, I loved a lot of those episodes going through. I thought they were fantastic. And, I enjoyed All Out War. I thought it was good. The Carl death pissed me off like it did a lot of you guys, I know. But, certainly I've still been enjoying the series. So to see this happen is really crazy. But like we said, eventually it's going to happen sooner or later. We're in 9 years into the season, so it was going to happen eventually. This just happens to be the year when it does actually happen. And we see that thing that we've been debating for a while. Can it work without Rick? Can The Walking Dead continue without Rick? Will it survive without Rick? All these questions are very soon to be answered. That'll be it for my video today, guys. Let me know how you're feeling about this. How, emotionally, how do you feel about this now that we know all this info? Emotionally getting prepared, but I don't know if anything can prepare us to see this. This is going to be crazy, absolutely. And by what means, like how is it going to go, and what are the ramifications of that going to be? This is going to be nuts. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your years of viewership, years of support, guys. And it's cool. Whatever you want to do, it's cool. If you want to keep watching the Walking Dead videos after episode 5, that's cool. If you don't, I get it. That's fine too. It's no problem. Either way, thanks for all your support over the years, guys. And we're going to keep right on doing what we're doing, and we'll see how it goes this year. So, yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and at the bottom left, you can subscribe. So for this one, see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.